Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Achieve Your Dream Summit. I'm your host, Coach Rick Stewart, and we have a marvelous young lady. She has so many talents and she knows so much stuff. You're just going to have to listen to her. She's going to talk a little bit about music, which is near and dear to my heart, but she's going to talk about, okay, spoiler alert, do this if you don't want to hear what she's going to talk about, but she's going to talk about something that I need and I know tons of you need it, and that is LinkedIn and how to make it work. It's fallen off a log for her, okay, but not for me. And maybe some of you need some help when it comes to LinkedIn. So Wendi is going to help us out here. I'm going to read this bio on Miss Wendi Hatton. She is a heart-based sales coach and LinkedIn specialist. Wendi Hatton helps coaches increase their online presence while showcasing their expertise coming from a place of integrity and authenticity. She teaches her proprietary Max Leads formula, which allows them to attract quality leads, profitable business opportunities, and premium clients using LinkedIn. Okay, Miss Wendi, since our theme is Achieve Your Dream Summit, I'm going to ask you the question that I love to ask to each one of our special guest speakers. Wendi Hatton, what were you born to do?
Well, hello, and thank you for having me, Rick. This is a great opportunity to just share my story and everything. So, what was I born to do? I was born to help make the world a better place. That's pretty much the bottom line. And I know I can't do it myself, so I help other people do that and sort of spread that global ripple effect and just make it bigger and bigger. And, the world definitely needs coaching and improving. So I'm the first catalyst that, helps other people help other people, if that makes any sense. I help helpers. So then I also have a musical talent. So that is my other passion. So basically, my music helps transcend and my coaching helps transform. And so that's sort of, that helps people go from one place to another. Both of them do. So that's what I was born to do. Those two things, helping people move from one place to where they are now to where they want to be, whether it's sitting in a concert hall and they leave inspired and they want to have a better life because they were just felt so inspired and fulfilled during the concert, or people have problems in their life and they want to improve, they want to get from one place to the other. So if I'm not an expert in that particular area, then I can help those people who can help them. So that's basically what my whole dream and why I was born to do, for sure.
Well, in my era, I would call you a living Rolodex. That I can contact you for all sorts of different subjects and questions and all of that, because you're a ground floor person. You're a ground floor person, and when people come to you, they're gonna get a foundation. I know just from talking to you about LinkedIn that people are going to get a foundational knowledge that will carry them through to whatever they need to do in LinkedIn. And I know from your premium gift that you're also going to give them some of the higher end knowledge also. So right. I can't wait. Now, okay, the next question is, what did you do to get there?
So what did I do to get there? I was in the Navy band. I'm retired from the Navy band. I'm a clarinetist. And after I retired, I live in the DC area. And so after I retired, I knew I had to make some kind of income. So the logical thing to do was to start a clarinet studio where students would come to my house and have lessons, or I would go to their school or something. And so I did that as soon as I retired. I did it for 8 or 9 years. And then when you leave the military, I'm really embarrassed to talk about this, but I'm going to, after I retired, in DC, you had to be in tip top shape. Though it's a DC premium bands, so very high visible. So you had to really be in shape and everything. And so it was kind of a struggle for me for the reasons of trying to keep the weight down and all of that. So when I retired, then I was thinking, oh, I don't have to do that anymore. So I for about 8 or 9 years, I just ate whatever I wanted to, and subsequently gained a whole lot of weight. So then it turned out I developed type 2 diabetes from the doctor, and that was what really changed my life. It was totally something that was totally a wake up call for me. So I was scouring the internet trying to find some way to lose weight, and then I found a company or an organization that was a fitness weight loss program, and they had coaches there, and you could choose which ones you wanted. And I actually picked one that I really resonated with. I worked with her for a year and a half and lost 70 pounds with her.
Woo!
So, so that was my first experience with coaching. I was thinking, wow, this coaching works. So that's when I became a health coach. That's how I started out as a health coach.
Wow.
So I had a couple of other health coach friends, and the three of us got together and put together a blog talk radio show online. And we interviewed coaches every single week of different niches. Because at the time, this was back in 2012, we didn't think that coaching was as commonly known to the public. So we would interview all these different coaches with different niches and everything. We did it for 5 years. And I was able to get to know some of them, and a lot of them would tell me they wish they had more clients. And we couldn't believe, I thought it was a shame that they had all of this expertise. We interviewed them, so we felt like we were getting a coaching session every week. And so I just felt like it was such a shame that they were not able to get their work out to people. So I decided, with the limited experience I had for back when I had my clarinet studio, I went out and I actually got some training and helped one of the co-hosts, and worked with her for 3 months, and she just blossomed. And it was such a fulfilling feeling for me, knowing that I had something to do with her success in her business, that I decided to just do that transition into sales coaching, because I knew that coaches were hesitant and didn't really think that they could do sales, because they thought they would be too pushy or manipulative or something. And so I have helped them change their mindset around that, to make it so that they are coming from a place of honesty, integrity, compassion, and it really changes the way the sales process goes. So that's how I eventually got into LinkedIn, because that was the vehicle that I was helping them, their main platform, because LinkedIn has such a robust profile, more than any other social media platform. The profile is just so expansive. You can really represent your brand, your message, and who you are, so that the person visiting it it can get to know you, and without even talking to you, they can just see, if you have it set up correctly, they can just see who you are and immediately want to move forward with you. And the other reason is because LinkedIn has what they call a public profile, so that anybody on the internet, whether they are on LinkedIn or not, they can Google your name. And I guess Google and LinkedIn have some kind of a partnership. So anytime somebody Googles their name, the LinkedIn link is way up high on the page. So if your profile is not up to date, if it's not looking right, if it doesn't represent what you stand for in your business, then somebody might look you up and checking you out to see if they want to hire you. Then they look at your LinkedIn profile and think, well, this is not the person I thought this was. So next. So that's an opportunity gone for you. So that's why I help people with that particular getting their profile up to date, optimized so that first impression that anyone has on you is a positive one, so that they want to continue and reach out to you and work with you. So that's why I included LinkedIn uh, about for the coaches, because a lot of coaches don't understand it, they don't get it. There's a specific strategy that you have to follow. The first step is being clear. Being clear. You can't have more than one LinkedIn account. So say you have two things going on, you can't have two different accounts. It's too confusing, so they don't allow you to do that. So you have to set up your profile in a way where you can first decide which one you want to really focus on and promote as your main business. And then if you have something else, there's a section called the about section where you can sort of blend the two if that is relevant for you. So anyway, so LinkedIn is an amazing platform, and I'm happy to help whoever needs help with it, because I know how to do it.
Wow. Not only do you know how to do it, but you're a nice person. Yeah,
Ah,
I've noticed that you're not a pushy person, or you're
not
not
at
going to
all.
stand over somebody with a baseball bat and say, "You're really stupid. You're not getting this." Bam.
Not at all, because I
Oh,
was right
yeah.
where they were.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
Mhm.
the third question I'd like to ask, and I think you've answered a lot of this one, is how does your dream, or how does your business fit into your dream?
Oh yeah. So my whole goal is to expand the global ripple effect of helping the world getting the whole world coached, um, even if they're
Yay.
um, coach the entire world. Um, so that sort of LinkedIn is the way that I'm helping people expand their visibility, their influence, um, by the profile, by reaching out on how they reach out to people on LinkedIn. There's so many people on LinkedIn that are salesy and pushy. And once the initial connection happens, then the next message is, hey, buy my stuff. No, that's not how you do it. It's a relationship building platform. The selling doesn't happen at all on LinkedIn. It's basically reaching out, getting to know each other, and building that trust, know, like, and trust. I'm sure you've heard of that term.
Oh yeah.
Um, that's what happens on LinkedIn. And then maybe if they are more inclined to want to learn more about you, maybe you have some kind of piece of content on your profile that you mentioned in the about section. Then that way they can become maybe on your email list if you have one, and you can nurture them, educate them more without, like, off of the platform of LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is kind of the beginning point
Uh-huh.
to getting to know, for the people to get to know who you are, and how you can help them. So that's how that fits in to the dream.
A relationship building platform. Wow.
Correct.
I have taught for so many years, for 35 plus years, that everything in life is built on relationships, communication, and encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see that so many of the people who uh, are speakers on this summit are encouragers, and you're a dandy. I would have, well, I'm going to be one of your clients. I'm just telling you. I don't know how to work. Uh, I don't know how to work LinkedIn, and I just let it sit there. And
Mm-hmm.
I need to do something with it. I'll read over your material, and I will also your incredible premium gift.
Hmm.
Whew, I'm gonna take the course.
Are you okay?
Oh, absolutely, I will. Yeah. I don't believe in coincidence. That I believe our talking is it's gonna help me. It's gonna start here with me, and then I can and will refer people to you,
Oh.
because you have to be able to, in a business world that is not face to face, it's mask to mask or Zoom to Zoom right now. You have to be able to put out there in 4 to 6 seconds that you are somebody credible, and that you are somebody that they might want to check into, or even make it exciting, so that they're like, I gotta check out this Wendi person. I gotta
Right.
I gotta check out Coach Rick. Got to see what's going on. So Yeah, I can see a
Yes.
lot of people coming to you, Wendy. I really can. In
Oh,
fact,
thank you.
let's look at. You told me what your the title of what you're talking about today. Tell everybody what that is.
The title is Level Up with LinkedIn.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I want the ebook first. You,
Oh, the ebook, the
you're not
ebook.
getting off that easy. You're getting this is I want the freebie because the freebie got me salivating. It just got me all excited. Tell them.
Okay, the freebie is called Six Figure LinkedIn Success System. And what it is an
Woo!
steps, 8 step process from the very beginning of the whole process of the LinkedIn experience. The very first thing is how to be clear on what you are, who you are, how you help. So within the ebook, there is a little area where you can fill in who is it that you work with? What is it that you do? What is their demographics? So get really clear on the actual people that you want to work with. Because on LinkedIn, there's a way to search for those particular types of people. And then you would end up getting hundreds of that particular type of person that you are clear about and that you want to work with. That's why LinkedIn is so amazing because you can search and filter out the people that aren't in your target market and only bring in the people that you are meant to work with. So that's the first part of the ebook, and then it helps you with doing the profile, with optimizing it, making it searchable, so that when other people are searching for particular keywords or things that you can actually help them with, your profile will pop up. If you don't have those kinds of things in your profile, then people won't be able to really find you. So the keywords should be just very sparingly put in your profile. You don't want to put a whole bunch of them. It makes it spammy. So it's just very tastefully placed in strategic little places so that when someone else searches for any particular word that you would have on your profile, then your profile would pop up and then they'll see it and then they'll go to it and take a look at it. So that's the second step. And then the next step is actually going out and reaching out to people. Once your profile is all optimized and ready to go, then you start engaging with people, going back and forth, connecting with them. LinkedIn gives you an option to either send a connection just without any kind of note, but they do actually suggest that you do include a little note when you request connection because you get more people to respond back and connect back to you. So you write a
And
little.
you suggest that too. You suggest that.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely. But you have to make sure you see their profile. A lot of people don't look at the profile; they just look at the headline, which is good, but they don't see the whole profile. And so, one important thing to do is to look for some kind of commonality that you might have with the person. That helps the connection little be more valuable and more quality.
Mhm.
Like if you went to the same school or you happen to have a lot of mutual friends or mutual connections, or if there's something further down, there's a section where you can put your volunteer work that you've done. If you've done the same kind of thing, that's how you can really connect much more with quality connections because you've got something in common. If it's just random, it's not as easy to connect with somebody that you're just kind of sending kind of a default kind of a message. So if it has some kind of commonality to it, then they're much more willing to connect back to you. Like in my case, I'm a veteran, so I say, "Oh, I notice you're a veteran. So am I. Like, where are you? Where were you stationed? That kind of thing." So, so that's you. You learn about that, engaging with people, and then you learn just about how to set up your opt-in gift that you offer on your profile, because then that'll take you into the email systems so that you can, it's like, nurture them. And then there's this very cool feature that they recently put up on LinkedIn. It's called, it's an app. It's a LinkedIn app. So you can upload it onto your phone. So you can actually be walking around and have LinkedIn in your
Oh,
pocket.
good timing for me. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, right. So then also, in order to become an expert or be the expert in front of certain number of people, what you want to do, the first thing is to look for LinkedIn groups that have people in it that are relevant to those that you work with, people that you work with. So you join those groups and you post or you comment on things with your expertise on it. If somebody else posts a question, and then if you know the answer to it, then you tell them the answer. You're just explain kind of displaying your expertise to in that inside that group, so that people say, "Oh, wow, he knows what he's talking about." And then maybe every once in a while you can post some kind of an article, maybe not your article, but just one that's relevant to the group. So basically, you're engaging with the people inside the group. And you can do this with many groups. I think you can be members of up to about 50 different groups. So then, after you've done that, then you can create your own group. It can be LinkedIn or Facebook. Actually, I have two. I have a LinkedIn group and a Facebook group, and it sort of intertwines between the two. I have a lot of my Facebook group members came from LinkedIn, so it's all social media. So once that's the next thing is to establish yourself as the expert in your topic, in your field, and then once that happens, then people are more willing to reach out to you, and they're going to check your profile out once they see you. So that's why the profile is the very first thing that you need to have ready and available and optimized for other people to look at. So then after that, then you continue the process and have people get together. And then if they're more interested in what you do, then you can either collaborate. LinkedIn is an amazing platform for collaboration relationships, and also, of course, for getting clients too. Some people may think, "Oh, I don't know if I want to go on LinkedIn because I don't my clients aren't there." But if that is the case, there are many people who know your clients, so they can refer to you, or you can do little projects together, collaborate together, and then those people that they think are not on LinkedIn will connect to you, because the other person, your referral slash collaboration partner, knows these people. And so that's how that works too. Because a lot of people think it's just like executive type people, CEOs, those types of people. But they know people who have the problem that you can solve. Let's say that you help people with backache. LinkedIn people have backaches, but or they know people with backaches. So even though LinkedIn is a B2B platform, I call it B2B to C, because LinkedIn members are also consumers. So, and then they know consumers. So that's my take on it. Let's see, what else did you ask me? I can't even remember what you asked me. Just
Well, I am, and we're great on time here. I
okay.
I am thrilled that you are giving away this information to people, because obviously you're an expert, and you are, and you're very humble, and I appreciate that too. I do believe that anybody who comes to you, you're not going to shame them for not knowing what to do, or maybe doing something that didn't work, or
No, not at
helping
all.
no, but there are people like that who,
Mm.
who try to teach, and they're highfalutin, and I'm the king, sort of a thing, and you're not like that. So
Hmm.
you're very approachable, and there's an interesting word going around now: authenticity. And
Yes.
you're an authentic person. You really are.
Oh, I
So
appreciate that.
um,
Thank you.
the freebie alone, just being able to and to be able to come back, and I'm talking to you, audience, coming back and listening to Wendi again, and getting some more on what's going on. A lot of it's going to be in the ebook, but she is telling you what's going on in the ebook, and I think that's very, very helpful. Now, are you ready? She is This is a big-hearted woman, okay? She's giving away for her premium VIP gift. She's giving away a $500 course. Yeah, she's giving it away. And for a lot of you out there who are really into LinkedIn, this is going to blow your mind. So you're on, Miss Wendi. Tell us about, first of all, what's the title of your VIP gift?
The title is the Go High Ticket Upgrade Course. And so, what that means is if you have a program right now that is a low ticket, that there's not too much value, people buy it for 27.57 or something. It's like so very low ticket. This particular course is going to help you implement and like you insert elements that are high end elements that will make the value rise, and it'll make it much more irresistible for people on LinkedIn, because people on LinkedIn, the average income is higher, a lot higher than it is on Facebook. So this is the best platform to be able to offer to your connections. Once you form that relationship and they really want to work with you, this would be a great idea to be able to create, to have a program that you can offer them. There are two modules to it. The first one just talks about the different elements that you can insert. And for instance, if you want to add a retreat, I mean, that in itself would make an amazing program. And so all these other different ideas to help you upgrade the program. And then the second module is about how to authentically price it. And they give you some different models, ways that you can display it or deliver it, and how you can offer it to people so that they say, wow, how could I resist this? Of course I'm going to get this. so this course is going to help you create your own individual, unique program for people who know exactly, they know, like, and trust you, and they know that you can help them. So this is going to help them feel special too, because some of the things are unique to them that no one else would be able to get. So and also this course is inside in a platform where you would sign up, you would make an account, you create an account, and then once you get in there with your login information, there's a welcome video and sort of instructions on how to navigate inside the platform and to get the best experience to really go for it and take your program, or you can just create a new program, a high ticket program, and be able to offer it within like the next few weeks if you really implement everything that is taught inside both of those modules.
That you teach. You're much too modest. The things that you teach, yes, implement them. What is dollar wise? What is kind of the entry level dollar amount to what would be termed high ticket? Is it $500, $1,000?
Nowadays, right now it's about 1,000, like $9.97 per month for a program. That's where it starts. It can go up to 10, 20,000, but that's a whole mindset thing as well. So it's good to start at the lower end. You could maybe do a 3-month package that could be total $9.97. That's probably the lowest in a high ticket program that you can do. 3 months and $9.97, and then you can eventually like push it up like every couple of clients once you get a little bit more confident and you have some testimonials that's like social proof that of other people that have succeeded with your help. Then you can raise it up to like keeping it 3 months, and you can go up to $5,000. So it's all relative, and as long as people can get the result that you are promising them that you can give them, they will pay for it. They're not going to be paying for, they're paying for the result. They're not really paying for hourly, and that's one thing you want to make sure that that you're not charging by the hour. That's like you're charging by the time, like, for every minute for $1. That's very limiting. You can't really scale that way. So as long as you have a high value, irresistible offer and program, they'll pay for that. They'll pay for that result that they want. So that's what that Go high ticket program is going to help you do. Help you put together.
Well, I find it fascinating because you and I are both part of a joint venture group called JV, or Joint Venture Insider Circle. And I have noticed when we get people together and do the Zooms, where you got 50 people on there and everybody's talking and you break off into little rooms and stuff. People are afraid of doing the two things that you're doing in this course that you're giving away. And that is how to design. I mean, do I even have it in me to design a high ticket course? I mean, who's gonna pay for what I know?
Right.
And you're teaching them in that first module about building a high ticket course. And the other one that just scares the wee out of people is, how do I price it? And people are constantly too low, too low, too low, too low, too low. And
Right.
the ones who are doing it are getting into these breakout rooms and stuff and saying, hey, look, you're charging $97. Stop it. That's at least $297, $497. And then people say, oh, I can't do that. Well, you're giving them both ends of that, both sides of that, in a free course. You listening now? Okay, this is why. This right here, this course from this lovely lady, this knowledgeable lady, this total top influencer lady, it is worth the cost, okay, of upgrading. You need to do it. It's not about the money. It's about the access. It's about, do you want to know what to do with LinkedIn? And I'll bet you $1 to a donut that's most everybody who's watching this or listening to this, that you would love to know more about LinkedIn. And it's all here. You start with the profile, you start with the freebie, you go to the big course. And what would you say the normal time is? Let's say that you already have a course. Okay, I have a $497 course. All right, if I wanted to get on LinkedIn, learn all of your stuff from the ebook, and then dive into your course, what's a normal length of time to make that happen, to get to where you've learned what you need to learn and put it into action?
Is this including your LinkedIn, for getting all of your LinkedIn, everything set and ready to go?
Yes.
I would say 60 days. Give it 60 days.
Wow.
Yes.
To me,
Yeah.
that's fast. To me, that's fast. We
Really?
move slower in the South. I'm in Nashville, so 60 days. Well, that's very comforting. In fact, the term that comes to mind is exhilarating. It's exhilarating to me that first of all, that all this stuff. That's exhilarating. And by the way, you need to look on LinkedIn for a drummer, a bass player, and maybe a saxophone player, and then just go out and play some gigs. With the clarinet. Do you play sax too?
No, well, I know how, but
Oh,
I don't play professionally.
okay, all right,
Just clarinet.
all right.
Mhm.
Well, you need to make some videos of you playing with a band. Just let her fly. I'd love to see that. All righty. Okay, so we covered most everything here, and the closer that I love to ask, and I want to ask you, is, when it comes to living your best life, what advice do you have for our viewers, for our audience, your best life?
I just have one sentence, and that is, just do the right thing. What is in your heart? Just have your authenticity. what's telling you, what's your heart telling you to do, and that I think is your best um, teacher, or your best, the best thing that you can hang on to in order to have a life that you really want and help other people be more attentive to other people than you are to yourself. I mean, you are supposed to, like, self-care and all that is important, of course, but the other person, just be aware of other people and their feelings and how you react to them. Make sure that you're not offending people. Don't burn bridges. That's a big thing on LinkedIn. If you're feeling like you are not really resonating, or someone's not resonating with you, but you really would like to win them over, then you can do that. Like, you don't have to burn the bridges and say, "Oh, forget this. This is not going to work." Even though I do really like this person, but it just seems like the connection isn't quite there. You can just give them more value. Maybe that's the thing. Just to give people more value and give them more of yourself, your authentic self, and don't be fake. Try not to be someone you're not. So just be yourself. That's my I think it's be yourself and be authentic and come from your heart.
Okay. Well, I thoroughly have enjoyed doing all of these summit interviews. But I'll tell you, this is on the top of my list, Miss
Oh,
Wendy. Yeah,
oh,
because of your authenticity and the incredible amount of help you can give to people who, in this economy, with people who are being told, you know, you could do this and you could start your own business. You could do your own course. You could do a brick and mortar. You could do whatever it is. You could do whatever some of those are, Spotify, things like that. And the encouragement that you can give is not coming from, okay, over the last 2 years, seeing what's going on, I've learned this and this and this, and blah, I'm going to regurgitate this onto you. No, this is a lifetime for you. This is a lifetime of weeding out the things that people don't need in their lives and putting in the things that they do, putting in the right circuitry, the right attitudes. And for me, people who are at a crossroads, people who are frustrated, people who are in transition, they usually have at least 30 years under their belt,
hmm.
because it takes at least that, I think, to get to where you understand the world that you're living in. And you may not like it, and you may, but that gives you something to look back on and say, I really need to do this.
Hmm.
And there's this marvelous teacher out there. Her name is Wendi Hatton. And I'm going to go back over the videos from the Achieve Your Dream Summit. I'm going to find her and see if maybe she can't help me get my stuff together and do what I was born to do. So I can see myself sending you people. I can definitely see that.
Oh, I
And
appreciate that so much. Thank you.
now, one bit of housekeeping. When people click on your course, your premium course, uh,
Hmm.
do they need a coupon or anything? A coupon code? They don't.
No, they don't.
Oh,
All I need to do is just create your username and passcode, and then you're automatically in.
okay. I just want to make sure. I don't want people frustrated, because they're going to
Oh,
go there with big smiles on their faces and okay. I'm going to tell you what you do. What you do extremely well is you give people hope. You give people hope
mm,
that, okay, I don't have to just depend on word of mouth. I don't have to just depend on JVs. I don't have to depend on Facebook groups that I find kind of difficult to stay up on, but that there is another entity out there. And Wendi has proven to me, with her expertise and with her vibrant just her portrayal of what it can be like to be successful, and plugging in the component of plugging yourself into LinkedIn, where you can find other like-minded, like-hearted people, and away you go.
Absolutely.
So
Mhm.
I can't thank you enough for being on here. You know
Thank you
what to
so
do.
much.
You know what to do, audience. And I'll see you on the, unless this is the last one, I don't have them in order yet. But I'll see you on the next video, and goodbye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.